the little cloud that learned to how shine. High above the rolling hills and sparkling rivers, where the wind sang gentle lullabies, lived a small, puffy cloud named Cece. She was the tiniest cloud in the whole sky, so soft, shy, and pale. She looked like morning mist that had forgotten to disappear. Every day, she watched the other clouds drift proudly across the vast blue heavens. Some were tall and grand, like majestic castles, wearing crowns of golden sunlight that dazzled the world below. Others were artists, painting the sunset with magnificent shades of fire and rose. And Cece, she just floated quietly by herself, a little whisper in the sky, hoping that someday someone might notice her. One morning, as the sky blushed with the first light of dawn, Cece let out a soft sigh that blended with the breeze. "Oh, I wish I could shine like the others," she whispered to herself. "But I'm just too small, too plain, too invisible." From far below, a wise old mountain, whose peaks had touched the sky for thousands of years, heard her quiet sorrow. His voice was deep and kind, like the rumbling of the earth itself. "Little cloud," he rumbled gently, "even the smallest cloud can make a big difference. Have you ever tried to find your own way to shine?" "But I can't," Cece replied, her voice trembling just a little. "The sun only seems to shine through the big fluffy clouds. The wind never takes me anywhere special. I just drift along." The mountain chuckled, a sound like ancient stones shifting. "Perhaps you don't need to be big or special in the way you think. You just need to find what only you can do. True shining comes from within, not from what others see." Cece thought about the mountain's words all day as she drifted on the currents of the air. What could she, a tiny plain cloud, possibly do? Then, a few days later, she noticed a change in the world below. The vibrant greens of the fields began to fade, shimmering with heat. The rivers grew thin and sluggish, and the beautiful flowers in the meadows drooped their heads, wilted under the blazing, relentless sun. The great, magnificent clouds were too heavy and far away, gathered over distant oceans, unable to help. But Cece, small and light as a sigh, floated right where the sky was achingly clear and the earth below was thirsty and tired. Maybe I could try," she whispered to herself, a spark of determination growing within her. She gathered all her little wisps together, pulling herself into a tight, determined ball. She squeezed and squeezed, growing grayer and cooler until finally, plink, a single perfect raindrop fell. Then another, and another, and soon a gentle, cooling shower began to fall from the sky. Down below, something magical happened. Children who had been hiding from the heat ran outside, laughing and dancing with their faces turned up to the sky as the cool rain kissed their faces. The wilted flowers lifted their heads, drinking in the life-giving water. The river started to sparkle and sing again as it flowed. Just then, the sun peeked through her soft, misty form and smiled warmly. "Well done, little one," he said, his voice full of light. "You've made the world shine in a way that's brighter than I ever could alone." Cece felt a warmth spread through her, not from the sun, but from her own heart. She glowed with a soft, silvery light, a blush of happiness spreading across her cloudy cheeks. From that day on, she didn't try to be like the others. She floated proudly, knowing she had her very own, very special way to shine, bringing gentle rain, hope, and laughter wherever she went. And sometimes, when you look up at the sky after a warm summer shower, just as it turns pink and gold, you might still see Cece glowing quietly in the light, a little cloud who learned that her greatest strength was simply being herself. Thank you so much for watching this little story with us. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more heartwarming tales. See you next time.